Start rolling, but this time it doesn't feel like a typical celebrity interview. There's no stiff energy, no rehearsed promotional tone, just laughter, curiosity, and the genuine mother-daughter bond unfolding in real time. When Alison Sweeney sits down across from her 17-year-old daughter Megan Sweeney, viewers aren't just watching stars promote a project, they're witnessing a rare moment where Hollywood fame meets real family emotion. And from the very first question, it becomes clear that this conversation is less about celebrity and more about growing up in the spotlight together. The two begin playfully, joking that they're here to spill the tea, but underneath the humor lies something deeper. Megan reflects on the moment she first realized her mom wasn't just any parent, she was someone the world recognized. Red carpets, flashing cameras, and glamorous events slowly revealed a reality that most children never experience. Walking alongside her mother at large public events, including magical productions like Disney on Ice, Megan remembers feeling confused yet fascinated. To her, it wasn't fame at first. It was simply trying to understand why strangers suddenly knew her mom's name. As their conversation unfolds, one surprising confession emerges. Megan admits she never truly watched her mother's legendary soap opera, Days of Our Lives, while growing up. Instead, her exposure came through short online clips that often ended in dramatic cliffhangers. Those intense moments, frozen mid-story, left her jokingly wondering what chaos her mom's character would get into next. For Alison, the admission brings laughter, but also highlights a fascinating truth. Even iconic television careers can feel distant inside one's own home. The tone shifts when Megan recalls a childhood memory that reveals just how real acting can feel to a child. Watching one of Alison's projects at a young age, she saw a scene where her mother's character was threatened. Unable to separate fiction from reality, Megan ran upstairs in tears, terrified something bad had happened. Alison remembers trying to reassure her that it was only pretend, but the emotional impact lingered. It's a reminder that storytelling has power, and that for families of actors, the line between performance and reality can sometimes blur. Their playful dynamic continues when celebrity crushes enter the conversation. Megan shyly admits admiration from Miles Teller, especially after his unforgettable role in Top Gun: Maverick. Alison laughs instantly, revealing her own teenage crush was Tom Cruise in the original Top Gun. The generational symmetry becomes a sweet moment, proof that while decades separate their experiences, some Hollywood fascinations never change. But the heart of the interview centers on their newest adventure together, starring side by side for the first time in Romance at Hope Ranch, premiering on the Hallmark Channel. For Alison, who also serves as executive producer, the project represents more than another acting credit. It's a milestone, sharing the screen with her daughter in a story that mirrors their real-life relationship. The film tells the story of a mother and daughter navigating emotional transitions, including the bittersweet moment of a child leaving for college. As Megan explains, filming those scenes felt strangely like rehearsing real life. With college on her horizon, acting out goodbye moments forced both women to confront emotions they hadn't fully processed yet. Alison admits she felt the weight of reality creeping in during filming, wondering whether practicing that goodbye made the future easier or simply made the coming separation feel more real. Megan believes the real moment will be even harder. She jokes that when the dorm room door eventually closes, her mother will probably still be calling after her from the hallway. The humor barely hides the emotional truth beneath it. This wasn't just acting practice, it was a preview of a life change neither of them is fully ready for. Their bond becomes even clearer when discussing Megan's passion for horseback riding. Alison confesses that watching her daughter ride is far more nerve-wracking than watching her act. Acting, she explains, feels controlled, scripted, safe, predictable. Writing, however, leaves a mother helpless, relying entirely on trust. Megan laughs, admitting her friends often notice Alison anxiously reacting in the background during competitions. It's a universal parenting moment wrapped inside a Hollywood family's life. The conversation deepens when Megan asks for real advice about pursuing acting professionally. Alison pauses, shifting into mentor mode. She doesn't glamorize the industry. Instead, she speaks honestly about rejection, hundreds, even thousands of auditions that lead nowhere. She explains how actors must learn not to take rejection personally, even when they've emotionally invested themselves in a role. Her words carry the weight of decades in entertainment, revealing the resilience required to survive in a business built on constant evaluation. It's one of the interview's most powerful moments because it strips away Hollywood illusion. Alison doesn't discourage dreams, but she emphasizes emotional strength. If rejection becomes overwhelming, she advises, it's okay to choose a different path. Success in entertainment isn't just about talent, it's about endurance. Megan's response shifts the emotional focus again as she shares what she admires most about her mother, not fame, not success, but attitude. She describes Alison as calm, resilient, and endless hardworking, someone who transforms life's difficulties into motivation instead of negativity. Even when work keeps them apart for long periods, Megan says her mother never allows stress to spill onto others. The admiration feels raw and unscripted, turning the interview into a heartfelt tribute. Alison, visibly touched, struggles to hide her emotion. For a performer accustomed to scripted dialogue, hearing such genuine praise from her daughter seems to mean more than any award or career milestone. Naturally, the conversation takes a humorous turn again when Megan asks the classic impossible question, who is the favorite child? Alison laughs, carefully navigating the parental minefield by insisting she loves her children equally, just differently. The exchange highlights their playful honesty, reinforcing that despite cameras and celebrity status, their relationship remains grounded in everyday family dynamics. As the roles reverse, Alison asks Megan about her overall experience working in entertainment for the first time. Megan admits she expected glamour, but quickly discovered the reality: long hours, repeated takes, memorizing lines, and balancing schooling alongside filming. While she enjoyed the experience and found it rewarding, she surprises viewers by revealing she may not pursue acting long-term. Instead, her interests lean towards philosophy and academics, proving that growing up around Hollywood doesn't automatically create another star. Alison reacts with pride rather than disappointment, showing that for her, success isn't about following the same career path, but about discovering personal passion. That acceptance becomes another defining moment of the interview, a reminder that supportive parenting matters more than legacy. Reflecting on the filming process, both agree the experience brought them closer. Acting together allowed them to see each other from new perspectives, Alison witnessing Megan's professionalism and courage, and Megan understanding the effort behind her mother's decades-long career. Scenes that once seemed effortless on screen suddenly revealed layers of preparation and emotional investment. By the end of the conversation, Megan admits she had been nervous about the interview itself, fearing she might not perform well under pressure. Yet as the discussion flows naturally, she realizes the experience feels easier than expected. Alison reassures her with warmth and pride, praising her confidence and authenticity. What makes this interview unforgettable isn't celebrity gossip or dramatic revelations, it's the authenticity. A mother and daughter learning about each other in front of the world. Fans expecting a promotional segment instead receive a glimpse into how fame intersects with family life, how careers evolve alongside parenting, and how shared experiences can transform relationships. For Alison, this chapter represents a full circle moment. After decades in television, countless roles, and years balancing career with motherhood, she now shares the screen with the person who once watched her work with childhood confusion. For Megan, it marks a coming-of-age experience, stepping briefly into her mother's world while discovering her own identity beyond it. As the interview wraps, laughter returns, and the two celebrate successfully spilling the tea. But what audiences truly witness is something more meaningful, a passing of understanding between generations. Fame may have shaped their lives, but love defines their story. In an industry often criticized for distance and artificiality, this mother-daughter exchange feels refreshingly real. It reminds viewers that behind every celebrity headline is a family navigating life's same emotional milestones, growing up, letting go, and learning to support each other through change. And perhaps that's why this conversation resonates so deeply. It isn't just about a movie premiere or a new acting credit, it's about connection, vulnerability, and the rare chance to see Hollywood not as spectacle, but as humanity. one heartfelt conversation at a time.